Happy Liberation Day, America. Liberation from logic, liberation from economic good sense, liberation from your allies. It is pretty mad what Donald Trump is doing, but I have seen this before. I've seen this as a Brit with Brexit, where the Brexiteers who were saying we should leave the EU and cut ourselves off from them thought that the British were exceptional, that the continent needed us more than we needed them, thought that we were being bullied and getting a bad deal from the whole world around us, and thought that by leaving we would splinter everyone into sixes and sevens, and then they would have to come begging to us for better deals on our terms. And it didn't happen like that at all, because even though half of our trade was with the EU, for them it was only, what was it? Somewhere between 7 and 13%. I can't remember which. But anyway, so the hit that we took from that trade separation was huge compared to any hit they took. And then also trade routes were rewired to accommodate for Brexit. So it used to be the case that flow of goods between Ireland and the continent of Europe would go through the UK. But very shortly after Brexit, there were just new sea lines that went around the UK coast and skipping out Wales, skipping out England, and then Ireland was connected with the rest of the European Union just like that. And I think a similar thing is happening here in the States. The notion that and this is not just Europe now, but magnified to the globe, you know, the West is treating us badly. We are exceptional. We should be more dominant. And if we cut the cord, then what will happen is that we can reset things on our own terms. And Donald Trump has long complained that essentially Europe doesn't buy American cars and food. No, because actually European ones are better. But he thinks this is wrong and this needs to be rebalanced, even though in terms of the trade balance and services, America does very well with the rest of the world. But he thinks about goods, he thinks about tariff barriers and non-tariff barriers and standards that are prejudicial about America's low standards on a lot of what they produce. And so he thinks is going to address that by just being aggressive with everyone at the same time. Tariffs everywhere. Burn them all. It will bring more money in. It will drop their exchange rates, so it won't hurt us much anyway. And then when we're producing our own with more vigor and buying our own with more vigor, then they will want to lower these tariff barriers that are hurting them and they will buy more of our stuff. Well, guess what? It's not actually happening like that. He's given the rest of the world enough warning to prepare. The rest of the world are already doing what Europe did when Brexit happened, which is getting together and making alternative plans. You can already see Canada and the EU working together in partnership to be supplying each other for core stuff so that they can cut out the States. Similarly, with Japan and China, would you frickin' believe, are getting together to think about Asian hub that doesn't need to rely on the States. All you're getting is for the United States to be isolated in terms of trade. And then when Donald Trump wants to come and play ball again, he will find that the rest of the world has already got new structures and they're going to be quite impenetrable to the United States. So the United States will be isolated. The value of the dollar will be lower because people aren't dealing in it. And then everything in American power from, post-war period has all been about the size of the American economy, and that's what it can leverage. So everyone wants to buy the dollar, and so much trade goes through the US. That is all going to go, and America could become a much, much poorer country very, very quickly. He has miscalculated really badly here.